Alright, hello, this is Magic Animations with my first animating tutorial thing. This first segment is on the actual area where you're going to be animating. So first of all, you're going to want a sturdy table. This one's pretty good. Doesn't move too much. You're going to want to have it in a place where there's a good backdrop, like this one's black for instance. I usually use this table which has a white backdrop, but whatever you want to use. You want to make sure you have a room area. As you can see, this is pretty much just like a white, light bluish color room. Because you don't want like bright orange or bright red or something, because then the light's going to be all messed up and stuff. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to take a base plate and you're going to want to anchor it down with some sticky tack to prepare. Just like select any base plate you want. This is just a test, so it's not really going to matter. And for lighting, I usually use 2 or 3 lamps. There's one there, there's one there, and there's one there. I'm only going to be using one for this tutorial though. I'm going to be using this one. So yeah, that's basically the area. As you can see, this is the only set we're going to be using. Like just this small thing. So you're not going to see everything. Yeah. Continued in the next part. Now you're going to want to select the camera. The type of camera I have is a Canon EOS XSI 450D. It's a Rebel model. It is a newer camera. I'm not sure if it's the newest Canon, but it's very nice quality. I would select one that has a manual focus, so you'll be able to get exactly the quality you want. As you can see, this camera is autofocus, and it's not as good for brick filming. It is still a great the camera I'm using right now to take the video is still a great camera. It still gets pretty good quality, but this one's much better. And you're going to want to have a tripod so that the camera doesn't move. As you can see, when you're going to take a picture, it's not going to move very much, you know. And then you're going to want to select the type of base plate to work with. I just use regular Lego base plates, this type. Wouldn't recommend using this type, because this is the one that goes over these, but whatever you have. This is just using this as an example. Alright, next is basic animating. And for this, you're going to want to prepare. So you're going to want to anchor your base plate down so it doesn't move when you're taking the frame, or moving the figure to take the frame. So what I use is, if I can get this loosened up, is this sticky putty, stick it, tack, whatever. And I usually stick it on the 4 corners of the base plate. Not so much that it's like going to be stuck on there forever, but enough so that it won't move. And this stuff is great because, unlike tape, it is reusable up to thousands of times. You can get this at your local department store type of store, such as a Walmart, Target. This particular tack I got at Michael's craft store, and then another box of tack I got, like a package of tack I got at Ollie's. So yeah, you're just going to press it down firm so that it doesn't move. Alright, now that we have that, you see that's not going to move. You just want to get a figure. I'll just use this figure in particular. Alright, this is a set I'm going to be using. As you can see, it's just a building and this plate. This isn't stuck down with sticky putty, it's just on there. Pretty sure it won't move. If you feel insecure about that though, what you could do is take more. As you can see, this is yellow, so it's not really going to matter. And just stick it on the back here, just to keep this down. And you don't really notice it. See that. So, alright, I'm just going to stick my figure here. And then you're going to take your camera that you use for actually shooting and adjust the tripod level. Sorry, so what I'm going to do is down here, I'm going to be adjusting with this knob and this knob. So you'll see the camera moves downward. Yeah, I'm getting that on footage. Okay. Okay, and then this camera does not use the I do not use the LCD in this camera to find where I am. I look through the actual lens. So I'm just going to sight this up. Try to keep my frame if you see my face. Alright. I'm going to sight up the zoom and the focus. Alright. Until we get a clear, sharp image. Probably doesn't look clear and sharp to you, but yeah, it is. So here's what we're going to do. This is a basic walk cycle. This is the walk cycle that I use. I'm going to switch my camera on right now. And I have to find the card first. I'm not doing this scripted, guys, so just ignore it. Open the card slot and stick it in. Alright, here we go. That was just the sound of my camera getting ready to take a shot. Alright, it's in focus. So, as you can see, the minifigure is just standing. So we take the first frame. Right, and then we're just going to lift his leg, like so. Hit the next frame. And then we're going to move his leg in between these two studs. Take the next frame. Stick his leg down. Take the next frame. Then move his leg together again. Take the next frame. Then we're going to lift his leg. This is the exact opposite of what I just did. Oh, this is the same except just doing it with the opposite legs. Take the picture. Alright, sorry about that. Anyhow, back to where we were. As we see, we have his leg there, so we're going to, in the last frame, so we're going to move it like this now. Take a picture. Move it up. Put it in between here. Stick it down. Make sure his head and torso are level. And then like that. Okay, now we have him walking. Let's turn his head just a bit. Capture the frame. Next, just a bit. Just a bit. Too much. Capture the picture. Next one. Why don't we have him wave while he's looking? So as he's doing this, let's move his arm up. Like that. Next. His arm comes up another bit. As you can see, the ISO speed on my camera is pretty fast. So I can do this pretty fast. But you just want to do it very gently. What I like to do is I like to ease up as he slows down, just like I'm doing right now. Barely move. Okay, alright. Now what we're gonna do is he's gonna move his arm up and down, up, down, up, down. Now we'll have him go back down here. So let's do that. Keep moving that. You get the general picture of how this goes. Most people only show you how to do a walk cycle in their first video. I like to do a bit more. As you can see, I kind of made his body lean in a bit, but not very much. Alright, now he's going to start walking again. In between, just like we did before. Like that. Up. Middle. Down. Like this. Now for a cool little trick here, what we'll do. Alright, for a cool little trick here, I'll have his hair come off. He's gonna like fade away, kinda. Like that. Like that. Like that. And like that. Okay, so now you see he is no longer there. And in film, this will look, once we edit it, it'll look kind of cool. But now what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus in towards the background a bit more so we can see the character that is inside the window. Now if you have a manual focus, you're able to do this. If you do not, this would be almost impossibly hard. I think this would be impossible to do with a automatic focus. Show him moving there a little bit. Alrighty, we're done with the animation. You can see I got that captured. You can also add other lighting, which I'll be going in further. As you can see, I have 3 lamps. But yeah, I'll be going through that further in the next section. The next session will be editing. So, goodbye.